Hello, this is Perry Kennedy, Hair Coach. If you've got damaged hair, this video is for you. We're going to begin by taking and pre-treating the hair for condition, after which I dried it and then I sectioned it off. After I sectioned it off, I took a metal comb and a flat iron. I preheat the metal comb with the flat iron, and then because of the texture of this particular mannequin's hair being so damaged, I go through and I gently comb through the hair, softening the texture. This is going to allow me to create a smoother look overall. So I take heat, I go through it section by section, and you can see when the hair initially is laid out, it just like sticks out, it's so damaged. But as I comb through it, it really makes a huge difference. Notice that my sections all have a triangulated parting to them so that the hair can easily blend one section to another. Now I did pre-treat her hair with a product that's like a high-end Olaplex before I got started. As you can see, I'm going through and I'm combing through every section with the hot comb, and that's just to kind of get it going, soften the texture out a bit so that I can work with it more. I should tell you that throughout this video I have put several, in fact I've just salt and pepper tips all through the whole thing right to the end, so be sure and pay close attention and watch it all the way to the end to get every bit of benefit. Once I have run my hot combs through it, I then go back in, I take a medium heat flat iron, I preheat the sections. I'm not trying to press the curl out with the section, I'm just using the heat of a flat iron to warm up the section. Then I take and I roll it up with a Velcro roller and let it cool in that section, each one to itself. If I'm going along and I find an area, any area that I want more texture softening, I'll go in and redo the hot comb at the scalp. I will include a link in the description section below where you can find all the products that I'm using on our website. So if you choose to, you can purchase them through our affiliate program and basically have them shipped directly to your house. This would include metal combs, rollers, even the acidic spray I'm going to use. Notice that I apply more heat and tension to the scalp, or the first few inches off the scalp, than I do to the ends. The ends I'm mostly just trying to warm up, and you can see because of the damage to this head of hair, that's going to be a very gentle application of heat. It's more about letting it cool. That's what's going to affect those ends the best. But at the scalp, it's going to require some heat and some tension or pressure from the flat iron. Now, products you could use to pre-treat the hair before you start this kind of a project are such things as Mythic oil or an argan oil of any type, a leave-in conditioner. You might have an appropriate leave-in conditioner. I tend to use higher-end products because I want a higher-end result, but the bottom line is that sometimes you have to use what you have on hand. So those kind of products can work, but again, I'll list the others that I personally use on my website. Do keep in mind that when you're pressing with a metal comb like this, that comb actually can get hot. You have to be careful how much you warm it up. Don't lay it on the scalp or on your hand or anything like that, because it can be too hot. So you want to be very cautious about that. You're just looking to warm up the hair and soften it. You're not looking to cook the hair. You're not looking to straighten it with that comb. You're looking to heat it up and soften it. rollers is being held in place with a little duckbill, metal duckbill like that. I'm not using the Velcro to hold it in because that simply doesn't work. It seems like it might, but it really does not work that way. Something else you can do too, if your hair type overreacts to this kind of work and it's too full once you've taken the rollers out, you could take and put a little bit of heat on it with your blow dryer just at the scalp, just at the base, and that will soften it more and deflate the style. I have observed that most people benefit more by taking their sections and wrapping them around the flat iron to create more curl in the hair and then letting the Velcro smooth it out. This isn't true for myself, but if it's true for you, be sure and try this. Give it a little bit more bend to those ends before you roll them down with your Velcro, and you'll get a longer lasting result. Once again, I'm going to remind you to notice or observe the triangulated tendency in these sections, in these partings. But the reason for that is so that the sections will all blend and not have a tendency to separate. We want that. So. You'll find that as you get finishing it up, you need to take a section or two perhaps and approach it vertically, not horizontally. If you do that, so we can get the camera around there a little bit, what will happen is you can heat the section up, bring it out vertically, take your roller and then just kind of turn it horizontal as you get to that point, and then roll it on in as you need it. It can be put in vertically or horizontally. I'm going to encourage you to stay with the pattern. If you've been doing them horizontally, do this one too. But you can see I got that nice and smooth, even though I had to approach it from a different angle. Once they're in, you're going to let them cool, let them set. But before I start letting mine set too much, I'm going to use my product of choice, Lee-Sop Ultime. This stuff will really work nicely to soften the hair and to get a nice finish on it. It's an acidic spray, and so what it does is it adjusts the pH and causes everything to go just a bit smoother. If your hair is extra coarse, you could take at that point and sit under a dryer for about 5 minutes and then let it completely cool before removing the rollers. Are you getting value out of this? Please hit that like button. Just smash it. Go right ahead. And if you'd like to, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you. Remove each roller very gently and then kind of twist it with your hands so that it'll settle or rest in a curved position. You want to finish cooling in that kind of position.
It